morning, friends. Happy Monday. I know we don't normally have lessons on Mondays, but there's a lot of going on in the world right now that Miss Herman would like to talk to you about. So I'm going to start my lesson with a book that's called All Are Welcome Here. This is one of my favorite books, so I'm very glad that I get to read it to you. It is written by Alexandra Penfold and illustrated by Suzanne Kaufman. Pencils sharpened in their case, bells are ringing, let's make haste. School's beginning, dreams to chase, all are welcome here. No matter how you start your day, what you wear, when you play, or if you come from far away, all are welcome here. In our classroom, safe and sound, fears are lost and hope is found. Raise your hand, we'll go around. All are welcome here. Gather now, let's all take part. We'll play music, we'll make art. Sweet little kids. We'll share stories from the heart. All are welcome here. Time for lunch. What a spread! A dozen different kinds of bread. Pass it around till everyone's fed. All are welcome here. Open doors, rush outside. We will sing, we will slide. We'll have fun side by side. All are welcome here. We're part of a community. Our strength is our diversity. A shelter from adversity. All are welcome here. We will learn from each other. Special talents we'll uncover. There's a big world to discover. All are welcome here. So much to learn, so much to do, and when the busy day is through, can't wait to come back, start anew. All are welcome here. Head for home to get some rest and greet tomorrow ready and fresh. Our time together is the best. All are welcome here. You have a place here. And then there's a beautiful poster that says, all are welcome here. My friends, the reason why Miss Herman loves this book so much is because this is Hess. This book represents Hess. This book represents our classroom. Our classroom is full of diversity. It's full of people of different backgrounds, people who speak different languages, people who have different color skin, people who eat different foods, people who are completely different from one another. And we accept that and we acknowledge that. And that's what makes Hess really, really special. And that's why I love working at Hess so much. But my friends, that's not the way the rest of the world is always is. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. You may have seen people on TV or maybe out on the streets, and they're carrying signs that say Black Lives Matter. And the reason why they're carrying these signs is because there's a lot of racism in this world. The TV shows a lot of stuff from the United States. A lot of this is going on in the United States, but also in Canada and in London and in South Korea, lots of different places where people are rallying to bring awareness to the discrimination and the racism towards Black people. So my friends, racism is when someone is mean to you and they treat you poorly simply because of the color of your skin. So we know that that's not okay because we talk about that a lot in our classroom. But unfortunately, not everybody in the world thinks the way that we do. And unfortunately, for years and years and years, hundreds of years, Black people have experienced racism to the point where a lot of Black people are dying and are being killed for no reason other than the fact that their skin is black. And my friends, this needs to change because it's not okay and it's hurtful, and it makes me so sad that in the year 2020 that people still have to fight for equality simply because of the color of their skin. It's not okay. So the Black Lives Matter movement is in support of Black people to get equality, to create change. And that change needs to happen by education and creating tolerance and creating awareness that creates love. Just like when we were learning about the different religions of the world for our peace tree around December time. And we learned about Hinduism, and we learned about Islam, and we learned about Christianity and Judaism, and we learned about all these different religions. And some people thought, well, that's not my religion, so why do I need to learn that? And Miss Herman told you, no, it's not your religion, and you don't need to practice it, but by learning about it, you create tolerance. It creates your brain to become open. Remember, we talked about having an open mind. And by having an open mind, it creates acceptance, and it creates tolerance, and it creates love. And my friends, love is the only way that we are going to create peace in this world. Love. And we can create acceptance, and we can create equality for everybody so that people aren't judged on the color of their skin, because it shouldn't matter. It doesn't matter that my skin is white and someone else's skin is brown, or some people are light brown, some people are darker brown. It doesn't matter. People are people, and we need to show everybody love and everybody acceptance. And we want the world to be exactly like we have it at Hess, because Hess is such a beautiful place. So behind me, I have a quote from somebody who Miss Herman really admires. His name is Mahatma Gandhi, and he was an activist a long time ago, and he fought for equality and for peace amongst people. And the quote says, "Be the change you want to see in the world." And what that means, my friend, is that we need to be the change. We need to change the way that we think and the way that we act towards everybody in the world so that the world eventually changes. Because if we're open-minded, the more open-mindedness we are, the more accepting we are, the more the world will start to change. And I know it sometimes we think, I'm so little, what can I do to help? There's another quote by another guy named the Dalai Lama, and he is another one of my heroes, and he is the leader of the Buddhist faith. And he wrote a quote that Miss Herman read the other day, and it said, "If you think you're too small to make change, try sleeping with a mosquito." And what that means, that really stuck in Miss Herman's head, because I always think, I'm one person, what can I do to help? But if you've ever been in your room and there's a mosquito in your room and you hear and it's biting you and it's driving you absolutely nuts, just think how small a mosquito is and how much impact that little thing is having on your life in that moment. So you too, my friends, can make such a huge difference in this movement by just becoming aware, by just watching this video and accepting that, hey, yeah, maybe it is okay to love everybody and to not judge people by the color of their skin, not judge people by the way that they look. There are people are all different all over the world, and we need to be different because the world would be really boring if we were all the same. So my friends, moving forward, I want you to keep this in mind. If you see people on the streets or on the television who are holding Black Lives Matter posters, have a conversation with your mom, with your dad, with your neighbor, with your brother, somebody about it, to talk about what is going on in the world and how we need to change it. Remember, we need to be the change. So if we can find it in our hearts to love everybody and to accept everybody just the way that we do in class, then you're doing your part to change the world. And if everybody does it, then the world would be a beautiful place. And my friends, you are beautiful people. I miss you very, very much. And I want you to know that I love you and I hope to see you very soon. Okay?